Pangulong Duterte sinabing nag-order ang Pilipinas sa Russia ng 12 military cargo helicopters at nagpaliwanag rin ang Pangulo kung bakit hindi niya tinularan ang mga hakbang ng Vietnam laban sa China. Pero bago tayo magpapatuloy, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-click ang bell icon para maging updated sa mga nagaganap sa ating bansa. Sa isang pinakabagong interview na ginawa ng Arte kay Pangulong Duterte, tinanong ang Pangulo sa posibleng pagbili ng Pilipinas ng mga Russian weapons gaya ng pinagtulungang cruise missile ng Russia at India, ang BrahMos missile. Sinabi ng Pangulo na may priorities ang Pilipinas. Nag-order muna siya ng 12 military cargo helicopters sa Russia. Nagpaliwanag ang Pangulo na hindi ganon kayaman ang Pilipinas kaya laging nasa-short sa budget.
Well, in recent years, you've pointedly been shopping for example, Russian weapons.
Yes.
Most recently, the joint Indian-Russian cruise missile.
Yes.
But you never got your credit card out. You never did. The question is, why? What are you waiting for?
We had to do. We had our priorities. I was buying for 12 cargo helicopters. And you know, we are not a rich country. However, we program the funds of government, how to budget it, there's always not enough to go around with. So I'm sure that we will have to make the down payments and be prompt in our, just because Russia is a friend, doesn't follow that we do not, we abscond or we do not pay our debts. So it's still money, and we're really short of it actually. We're not that rich, but we have placed the orders now. 12 military helicopters, cargo choppers.
Nang tanungin ng Pangulo tungkol sa China kung bakit hindi niya tinularan ang Vietnam na agresibong tumatayo laban sa China, sumagot ang Pangulo na hindi kaya ng Pilipinas na makipaggera sa China. Isang napakadelikadong hakbang ang pakipaggera sa China. Masisira lang ang Pilipinas. Ang pakipaggera sa China ay walang silbi sa Pilipinas sa ngayon, kaya ginusto ng Pangulo na makipagkaibigan na lang at i-improve ang trade and commerce. At hayaan lang ang panahon na mag-aayos ng lahat. Gagawin niya ng Pilipinas sa paraang walang masisirang buhay ng mga Pilipino.
Well, one country that's been getting very close to the Philippines is China. Physically,
Yes.
it has been getting very close because,
Yeah.
unlike, say, for example, Vietnam, which has been very vocal in its opposition to China's South China Sea claims, you and the Philippines, they haven't been as vocal in their opposition. Why is that?
Because, the other side really wants to do a more aggressive stance. And I cannot afford to do it. I cannot afford a stand where I would be drumming my war drums because we cannot afford it. It would annihilate the Philippines. And so that is a very dangerous. And so it would be a reckless move if I send out, just like Vietnam, small vessels only to get a bloody nose at the end of the day. A war with China at this time is of no use to us. We might as well just be friendly, do some, improve our trade and commerce, and let time heal its. Tomorrow will take care of itself. One thing for sure. And like any other historical claim, the world is always changing, and we did not really do it at the expense of the lives of Filipinos.
Tinanong rin ng Pangulo kung anong maaaring maibigay ng Russia at China na maaaring hindi maibigay ng Amerika. Sumagot ang Pangulo na nirerespeto ng Russia at China ang sovereignty ng Pilipinas, hindi katulad ng Amerika na laging nag-akala na ang Pilipinas ay nasa ilalim pa ng kanilang pamamahala.
What can Russia and China offer you, the Philippines, that America can't?
Nothing, except that you respect the sovereignty because America continues to look us as a vassal state, because when we were under the Americans for 50 years, and they live off the fat of the land before we got our independence. So, if you do not, if I cannot get a credible posture from the Americans, I can get it from the Russian and the Chinese government. It's because they respect the sovereignty of the country, which America is totally lacking.
Pinaalalahanan ni Pangulong Duterte ang reporter ng Arte na huwag maniwala sa mga negatibong balita tungkol sa kanya, lalo na ang balita ay mula sa Rappler na sinabi ng Pangulo na mouthpiece ng Amerika at funded by CIA.
Please do not believe media, especially the Rappler, that's the mouthpiece of the CIA and the US. So do not believe that kind of garbage being dished out by Rappler, which is an American CIA-funded news agency, and which has been, well, they have not paid their taxes, and we are questioning them because media must be 100% owned by the country, the Philippines. We found out there are a lot of, for one, it's owned by the Americans. And so it does violate the Constitution, which says that media or the press should be owned by 100% Filipinos.
Yan po ang balita natin ngayon. At para sa karagdagang impormasyon tungkol sa balitang ito, bisitahin ang mga link na nasa description. Maraming salamat po!